Welcome back to the Jeremy the Entrepreneur, back with another video for you all. For Gen Z, can't find a job. Cannot find a job. In the middle of the desert, we see nothing because we're in Parish because we can't find water. Water is somewhere that cannot be found. We are lost in the desert forever. Or we may be saved by someone. That being all said, we're just way more broke than ever. Not we're just unemployed. Gen Z is drinking less because we're completely broke. We're completely broke. We can't find a job. Like this week alone, I applied for hundreds of jobs. I barely got any responses. Like I got a couple employers that called me. I actually went into one interview where I sat down with a potential employer, right? It was at this fast food joint. They had burgers, fries, the whole kind of deal. But who wants to work in a fast food place? Because the customers like to shove you or push you out of the way or make fun of you. I don't like being made fun of, right? So I instantly know I'm not taking shit when I go in there. And I won't let the interviewer tell me what's good. And you guys might see my TikTok videos, right? I talked about I smacked the employer's hand. Yeah, I smacked the employer's hand because it wasn't fair. It's not an act of violence or nothing like this, or it's an act of that I'm completely desperate. It's that I walked into this fast food joint, right, for an interview. They're like, sit down, right? I was like, okay. 20 minutes go by, nobody interviews me, and I go up to the front, I'm like, don't I have an interview? He's like, wait a second. I'm like, I put my hands up like that. He's like, wait a second. I'm like, okay. And I say it like that. I'm like, okay. I say it like that. And then I just like sat back down at the booth, right? So I was like, this interview is going shitty already, you know? Shit show already started, right? So we already know the shit show already started. So I was like, I'm here for a minimum wage job. It pays $12 an hour. How am I supposed to afford a house or live in a rental or live anywhere else when I'm completely broke and I'm in debt? I didn't go to college, so I didn't go to college, and I'm at this fast food joint with this interviewer that's treating me very badly, and it's not fair. And I want to be treated fairly. I don't want to be disrespected. And I'm like, and the reason why I said, okay, because that's not a violent approach or anything like that, or a threat or something like that manager may think it's a threat or not. Shit, it's a threat or not, I don't give a damn. I'm here for a fast food job. Interview me if you want me to work at your establishment. Interview me if you want me to have a job, you know? I won't even get a job, maybe. I don't know. I applied to hundreds of jobs. I got this one interview, right? So, okay, so I went through that. He sat me down. He's like, and when he looked at my resume, I was like, this fucking guy, this is some bullshit right now. I was thinking that through my head. I didn't say it. He's like, what's your greatest strengths and weaknesses? I was like, my strength? Well, I don't have a lot of strengths because this is my second job. But my weakness is I like to play on my phone a lot, but I put my phone away. And he was like, he kind of rolled his eyes like this. And then he was like, okay. And he was like, have a nice day. And then I was like, have a nice day. And I smacked the shit out of his hand. And you might see that on the TikTok video. It's not like an actual video, but you see that where I like smacked his hand out of the way. And he was, you know what's funny? He couldn't believe it. He was like, he's like completely shocked. And I was like, I just stormed out of there. I was pissed. And I saw that manager guy. I was like, if he's not hiring me anyway, I smacked the shit out of his hand. It was kind of disrespectful, but I don't give a shit, right? I'm better at making TikTok videos and YouTube videos than having a job, apparently. Like, I can't even get a minimum wage job that pays, I think I said $13 an hour. So frustrating. I can't get employed. And I apply why do we live in this reality where the boomers and stuff can get jobs without walking in the door, and we have to apply for hundreds of jobs and still can't find a job? It's kind of a little unfair, what I think. But hey, life's not fair. But I don't like the tone of that manager guy. He was like rolling his eyes. He was like, when we looked at my resume. Hopefully my resume wasn't that fucking depressing. Oh, excuse me, sir. Thank you. Thank you for looking at my resume and kind of smirking and then saying, and then wouldn't interview me for 20 minutes. Like, this is the reality we live in. Shit's crazy out here. So insane. You know, I'm playing on my iPad a little bit, guys, while I'm recording this video because it's kind of fun. But, so Gen Z, let's cover another topic, right? We're talking about me not finding a job, but this all connects, guys. So, and I love everyone that's watching the video so far. Gen Z drinking less because they're broke. Let's see what it says here. Experts studying why Gen Z is drinking significantly less than previous generations have offered up several potential factors. Oh, so apparently they have 7 different factors why we're not drinking, right? Or getting completely hammered and passing the fuck out, right? Shit, I can do that at a job, right? Including health concerns and the influence of social media. Who is this person writing this article? Influence of social media. You talking about TikTok? You talking about YouTube? You talking about X? What are you talking about? And health concerns. Shit, I can't even afford health insurance because I don't have a fucking job. And this is why I read these news articles and it pisses me off. A Dutch banking company offers a much simpler reason why Gen Z is broke. Wonder what this person has to say fucking about us. Robobank, have no idea who that the fuck is, last month published an analysis that explored whether Gen Z lower consumption of alcohol is due to life stages of generational shift. Gen Z is described by Time magazine as anyone between 1997 and 2012. No shit, Sherlock Holmes. The stigma has decreased behind Gen Z's alcohol aversion. So they call us an aversion. Well, maybe because we can't afford alcohol, number one. And even if we had a job, we're working 50 hours a week for a person we hate, that we can't even have time to have fun in life, right? Let's see here. Time reported in January that alcohol consumption in the U.S. has risen overall, but not among young adults. So the boomers are fucking drinking, maybe. Deterring the share of adults under 35 who say they drink dropped 10% in the decades, from 72% in 2001 to 2003 to 62% in 2021-23. George Noob, sounds like a fucking noob, director of the National Institute of Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism. Well, I wouldn't say that guy's a fucking noob. That would be discrediting someone's character. I'll say that's a good guy. Sorry, guy. I didn't mean to say that. I take that back. So that's not true what I just said. Suggested that I have to be careful who I call a noob, right? Suggested, even though that may not be offensive, right? Suggested that Gen Zers are more health conscious than previous generations. Yeah, we can't afford health care. It costs us thousands of dollars to even get checked if we have STDs or shit like that. And I wouldn't even know if I'm fucking dying of STD because I can't even get checked by the doctor, right? It's becoming clear, for whatever reason, today's younger generation are less interested in alcohol, more likely than the elder generations to see if they're risky for health and to participate in periods of absence like dry January. Dry January sounds like no sex January or something like that, or someone not banging the shit out of their fucking girlfriend and shit like that. That's what that sounds like. I'm so unemployed, so broke, so broken. Ooh, sorry everyone, I had a moment. I just was like applying for jobs all day. I'm completely exhausted. Completely fucking blown out. Like, you imagine a car driving down the street and the thing just fucking collapses and blows up. That's what my life right now is. Sad reality. Sad reality. And somehow these boomers think that we are not drinking because for some reason. The reason is we're completely broke. The reason is we have no money to buy alcohol or even have time to have fun. We can't afford a fucking car. We can't afford to drive to have fun like you boomers did. Because you had millions of dollars and cashing the fuck out of your stocks and shit like that. The stock, what do you call it? GameStop. GameStop what? Because I can't afford it. What I can afford is to make this YouTube video. You know what? I'll tell you guys, I like making TikToks more than anything. Especially when I'm unemployed. It's way funner to make TikToks than if you're employed than being actually unemployed. Because you're living the real life. You're living the real life of not having a job, of potentially becoming homeless. Like, what happens if I become homeless? What happens? I don't know. Maybe you guys should donate to my Cash App. The link is in the bio. I think it's Jeremy Kashiba Donate. If you click the link in the bio, you can donate. I have the link on my TikTok. Maybe you guys need to send me a $5 bill or something. Then maybe I can afford alcohol. Not saying I'm using it for alcohol, but I'm saying maybe I can afford a drink. Maybe I can afford to go eat at a restaurant or something, or fast food. It does help me out if you guys donate a little bit. But I'm not looking for, you know what, it does help me out. I'm looking more for love. And I love all my YouTube subscribers. I love all my TikTok fans. I love making the TikTok videos. See, when I'm making a TikTok video, the energy's up. Because I'm like talking to real people that don't have jobs, right? We're all unemployed. We're a big family of unemployed people together. We're all in the same fucking boat. The same sinking ship. I wonder why my thing is not powering up that much. So my electric car that I can't afford that I'm probably going to go lose is that we're charging pretty slow. So I don't know when my charge is supposed to be done, but we're getting there. Getting there one fucking day. That's why I hate these electric cars, because it takes forever to charge. Who wants an electric car nowadays? I just want a job. I don't want an electric car. I want a job. I want somewhere that will help me pay the bills. Because life's so hard. It's so hard. Life is so difficult and hard, and I am so exhausted from applying for all these jobs. So I'm going to take a nap. I'm going to play some video games, and I'm going to take a nap in my mom's basement. But while I'm playing video games in my mom's basement and thinking about my life and recording this video and making TikToks while I have no job, I'm going to respond to some comments. So if you respond, put any comments below, or if you donated, leave a comment, I'll respond to you. I'll respond to you anyway, because I love my fans. And hopefully you all subscribe too. I have a great YouTube channel. I'm 13 minutes in the video. I love everyone, and I'll put notifications on, and I'll check you in the next video. Love everyone.